They are business leaders, experts in economy, society, and culture. In 15 minutes, their insights will create a vivid picture of Vietnam. Sharing Vietnam, the country as you see it.
Hello and welcome to Sharing Vietnam on Netviet channel VTC10. I'm Tu Chang. In cinematography, there is a special filming technique. In these videos made by this technique, time appears to be moving much faster and thus lapsing. It is called time-lapse. Time-lapse processes that would normally appear subtle to human eyes, such as the motion of the stars and clouds in the sky, are very popular today and are applied in various fields such as astronomy, science, and research. But in Vietnam, time-lapse is still a new concept. So our guest today, Mr. Pim Roes, will tell us more about this.
Mr. Pim Roes from the Netherlands. Pim has been in Vietnam for 1 year. He is now an English teacher in Hanoi and a freelance photographer. He is one of the first foreign photographers to implement time-lapse projects in Hanoi.
Thank you, Pim Roes, for joining our talk show today. So, Pim, how long have you been living in Vietnam, and what is your impression about Vietnam?
I've been living here for 1 year now. I arrived in January, exactly 1 year ago, and I've been traveling around. I was backpacking, and I started in Thailand, and from Thailand I went to Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam. And when I came to Vietnam, I really loved it here, and I decided to stay a bit longer.
So your job in Vietnam is the teacher, right?
I met a friend while traveling. His name is Thomas, and he knew he was planning on teaching in Hanoi. And while I don't have any teaching experience, I thought it would be great if I could find a volunteer teaching job in Hanoi.
So we are moving to the next part of the show. So can you share more about this, about time-lapse videos? What are time-lapse videos?
So a time-lapse video, normally it's called time-lapse photography. And what's happening if you put a camera, if you use a camera and you've for example, you would take a photo of shadows. The shadows, they don't seem to be moving. But if you put a camera on a tripod and you take a photo every minute for a few hours, and you watch all those photos behind each other, then you see the animation, you see the shadows are slowly moving. And the same works for clouds. If you take photos of the clouds every minute, then the clouds are moving really fast. So that's really cool to see, that you see that things that are not moving suddenly come alive in a time-lapse video.
That sounds really amazing. And now we'll have a short break, and let's get to know more about time-lapse video in the following clip.
Time-lapse is not a very new concept of filming the world nowadays. Besides creating fun motions in daily life, time-lapse filming is also applied in various fields such as illustration, astronomy, or simply used to show the art talents of photographers and cameramen.
invited on a talk show today with Mr. Pim Roes. So Pim, is Hanoi time-lapse the first one of its kind in Vietnam?
Actually, a time-lapse, it has already been done before. There's one time-lapse in Ho Chi Minh City, which was aired 1 month ago. But my time-lapse is slightly different because I'm using time-lapse videos or video techniques instead of photo techniques. So that's what distincts the video slightly of other time-lapse videos.
And which topics do you choose to make in your time-lapse video, and why did you choose this topic?
Well, because there are so many motorbikes in Hanoi. I think I read somewhere it's 3.5 million, and also many cars. So especially during rush hour, it's really interesting to go to the top of a rooftop bar and to watch the whole traffic move. And it just, all the traffic, it keeps coming and coming and coming. And especially when you film that and you speed it up, it looks like total chaos, but it's really interesting and fun to watch.
Yeah. So can you show us how to film a time-lapse video in detail?
So what I do, there are two ways of making a time-lapse video. The first one is when you take a photo camera and you put it on a tripod. And for example, you film the clouds, which you can do. You can every 10 seconds you take one photo, and if you collected, for example, 300 photos, and you put them behind each other so you get a video, then you see the clouds moving over really fast. And that works for clouds, shadows, but it can also be a flower growing if you take days. But with traffic, it's already moving so fast. So instead of using photo time-lapse photography, I'm using a video. So what I do, I shoot 10 minutes of video, or it depends, sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. And then those 10 minutes, I speed it up to a few seconds. And that's how you see the traffic move really fast, but you can still see where it's going. So that's also what I was trying to do with the video. It's like you should still see the whole stream of traffic. I want you to be able to follow it, where it's going.
Seems like filming this kind of video is an exploit. So how much time and how many times would it take to make a decent time-lapse video?
For me, well, you're also depending on the weather. So you need nice weather to make a nice time-lapse video, and of course you need free time. But over a period of 6 months, every weekend when I was free, I just took my camera and just went out in the city to look for nice spots to shoot a video. I started 6 months ago, I shot my first video, but I think total filming days is about 20 days. 20 days of filming.
Okay.
And then after collecting all the material, it took me about 30 hours to edit the video.
So what is the biggest challenge when filming a time-lapse video?
My camera, when I'm shooting a video, it shoots great video when it's sunny, but when it's dark, the colors, they fade and it becomes a bit noisy. So one solution to overcome that problem is to film during sunset. So what I would do, I would go up to a rooftop bar, wait till all the motorbikes and cars turn on their lights, and then when it's just dark enough but the sun didn't go down yet, that was the moment that I would make a video during sunset. And then on my computer I would lower the brightness. It's a bit of a technical story, and that's how it looks like it's already dark.
Look at you, you're unbelievable. Rumbling hearts and stars everywhere. Make this song worthwhile.
So, are there other filming trends or art in the world like time-lapse?
Well, first of all, I'm really fascinated by time-lapse videos, but a great function of my camera is also slow motion video. Actually, the reason I bought my camera was to make slow motion videos, because I really like skateboarding, and my first plan was I would like to make a slow motion skateboarding video.
The Vietnamese Lunar New Year is coming, so do you have anything to talk to the audience at the end of the show?
Oh, well, I really love Vietnam, so thank you for having me here. And I want to wish you a Happy New Year, and I can say it in Dutch, I'm from the Netherlands. Gelukkig Nieuwjaar.
Thank you very much for joining our talk show today.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And now, let's watch this famous time-lapse video about Hanoi that also concludes our talk show today. And we hope you have better understanding on this art of filming, and also Vietnam will have more and more time-lapse video in the future from Pim and other dedicated cameramen and photographers. I'm Tu Trang. Thank you for watching Sharing Vietnam on Netflix channel VTC10, and we'll see you tomorrow.